So with Gilly Bobby, your number one qualifier in the field, went fourth flat at 199 miles an hour. Gilly pulls the tires up, Gilly Bobby, 393, 200.65 miles an hour. 200.65, 393. Breaks that 4-second barrier here tonight.
What's more impressive than the number? How many laps he's got on his car this weekend and all the categories. He's been racing in pro on big time. On the car than anybody here this weekend. Gilly Bobby doing the deal. Number one qualifier, 393, 200 miles per hour, and brings up to 70. Chevrolet Chevelle. Up in the right side out of Elvina, Montana. Mike Dowling. Black up here, and the left side is our fast.
67 Shelby out of Ridgefield, Washington. The Shelby number 9 qualifier rolling into the field. 421.179 back that spot, and Mike Dowling. He's got 455 his best lap so far at 163 miles an hour. So the Chevelle gonna have to try and get a jump on the starting line again, qualifying wise, separated by 0.3 of a second. Dowling. We are looking up there in front of the car, making sure that there's nothing coming out from underneath of it. Art Raz rolls up, goes, gonna get this one in the 67 Shelby. So again, running through Magna Fuel, Outlaw 10 and 5. G. Michael,
Who you win?
I'm jealous.
Who you win?
Who am I win? Mike Dowling gets all kinds of sideways, and Art Raz goes 423 at 172 miles an hour.
Man, how about that? Magna Fuel, Outlaw 10-5, doing a great job. Now we've got an all Chevrolet bow tie banging matchup coming here. Look at that beautiful gunmetal braze, that color on the right side over there.
I love that.
That's pretty color.
I love that gunmetal braze. It looks good on just about anything.
Here comes Wade Bush. I'm only going by the spelling, right?
Maybe it's Bullock.
Burnout. That Chevrolet Corvette laying down the law. Man, it's almost like a rooster tail of death coming out of the back end. Go for Chevrolet Corvette. Lays back, he'll get back in that hot rubber. He's number 11 qualifying. Wade 166 in Outlaw. 10-5 sprint here tonight. It's beautiful. Thank you, London Fog, showing it where they want to have him. The deuce, that just a little bit, right?
I love that London fog line. That does kind of look like Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper popping out from behind the fog, and somebody's going to be in trouble. Chris Gold, your number 14 qualifier, 453 at 164 miles an hour. Earned that gunmetal braid. Camaro the opportunity. Wade Bullock still look, he's got, like, from the backside here, looking into the window of Wade's car, it almost looks like he's still got the fog machine going on in there.
Yeah, you remember those little pictures of stickmen and dinosaurs on your parents' car on vacation when the windows were like that?
Oh, of course.
Or there was that time back at the shop when I was listening to Fleetwood Mac.
Did I ever tell you the story with the marshmallows in the motorhome? Goes 466, 155 miles an hour, but Wade getting a little bullish down there in the ride out of Saskatchewan, Canada. 427, 178 miles an hour, lights up the Summit scoreboard. Hey, X275 drivers, if you are broke, if you are not going to make round number 1, we do need to know who you are. If you make your way back there to the back of the staging lanes and make yourself known that you are not going to be making the run, we do have alternates that we can get in your spot. So if you are broke and not going to make round number 1, please get back there and let us know so that we are getting paired up. We are able to get things taken care of. We're talking about the little stick pin on the back window of Mom and Dad's car when it's all foggy. Police times. I know you love the story about the what is it, the fold-up couch. tell you a story about marshmallows and a motorhome.
Oh, I'll tell you a story about Fluff and a 4-year-old brother named Dick.
That sounds like it could lead to jail time. I don't even know about that.
Oh,
Just saying. But yeah, one of these times, John, I'll tell you the marshmallow motorhome story. Kurt Lee, over on the right side, the 05 Corvette, and Ken Sahota.
You know that name? All you got to read is he's runner-up in 2013, right here. Buddy hanging on the wheelie bars and saying, it's ready. This car's fast.
Send it.
This car is
Send it.
very fast. 833 cubic inch. Nitrous oxide injected volume.
That's what I'm bragging about. 833 cubic inches. Check out the size. Oh,
here we go. Ready to rock into the top line. It's going to be Toyota. Watched it many years here. This car can't go on the number. Outlaw category, 127 miles per hour.
yeah, unfortunately, not only was Kurt Lee not ready, ended up really late in the reaction time. Blew the tires out from underneath of it, then goes 592, no good. Ken Sahota advancing on in the Magna Fuel Outlaw 10.5 categories. Jeff Bumya going to get the solo shot here. So there are actually several takes on how to eat the Pop-Tart. As Kevin Guthrie rolls up. Well, we've actually got a couple of motorcycle guys that smear like butter Pop-Tart. They've got a whole deal about how you warm them up appropriately in front of the space heater. Get them warmed up. Then you lay them icing side down, put a little butter on them. Pick them up and there you go. Yeah. I mean, you know, if you got a traditional toaster, you can use that too, but out here at the racetrack, sometimes those are hard to come by, so just use what you got. I did not know that Fritos could be used as a fire starter.
How about it?
No, I'm just saying. Did not know that.
So Kevin Guthrie, here we go. Parker, Colorado. Love this car. This is a cool car, 62 Bel Air. Kevin's number 12, Tim Parker. This one is going all the way down. 433 in that car. 167 miles per hour. That is so cool, right?
Guthrie's been 439, 437, 433. Guthrie is going to be a factor. He will be a player in this one.
You go, Carrie-Ann. I'll tell you what, Colorado's finest cheerleader sitting right up here, loving every minute of it. Here comes the gorgeous looking, I believe, 16 Firebird up in Canada. Oh, look at this. An all Pontiac matchup. 64 Pontiac GTO and a Granite California.
And the Firebird of Mark LeMay out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that over the left side, Finder on the right, the number 5 of qualified cars. LeMay ran 408, 190 miles an hour. You get up to that spot, Mitch Finder. Really working on trying to grab a hold of the racetrack. 476, 479, those are the best 2 runs that Finder was able to put together in the Granite California 64 GTO. Backing up for the burnout. look at it. Gilly Bobby did there. When he rolled out earlier, dropped the car into the 3-second zone. Here in our Outlaw 10.5 category. Again, you learn so much late at night in a street car race, including everything from how quick you can see cars run all the way down to the proper methodology of certain folks as far as how to get off there. It is an educational experience from top to bottom.
I'm trying to remember the song that
left yesterday.
In New Mexico, left like he was trying to get into the gates of Area 51, and that was gone. He said, see you later. All right. Alberta, looking to the left lane, 57 Chevrolet. Now, this is Supercharged Piedmont, California. Langley ran so well the last time out, 422.6. This is first round elimination. He's got 3 tenths on the 57. Remember when the 57 left, they said he didn't smoke the tires, he smoked them. He ain't smoked the tires all weekend. And he hit them hard. Let's see how they go right here. So pull them in to the beat. For this, Fuel Outlaw 10.5 eliminations here at 15th annual Street Car National Retail Record.
Langley and Bosch into the top half of the bulbs. No tire smoke this time out of Bosch's car. Does he have enough, dude? Paul Langley, 445, 156 miles an hour. Lloyd goes 459 at 150. But Langley gonna get the win line, moves the Camaro on to round number 2 in the Piedmont, California base ride, moves on.
That's why it looks so close. An 080 reaction time for Bosch, 153 in the right side for the 70 Chevrolet. Burnout's complete in the left lane. Nice one for Kevin Young. First time in the 50 tire deal. He's got a 10.5 on the back end. A rival fall time, 05 model. 65.
That's Eric Alverson coming in at Castle Rock, Washington, the number 7 qualifying car, going from 411 at 161 miles an hour. That's 70 body Camaro backing up for the burnout. Alverson. Got Kevin Young over the right side, or Kevin Young on the left side, and Young, you watch it. The first time Kevin Young went down the racetrack this morning, he ended up got a beefy haze in the tires on the launch. You got the same thing that we saw in Bosch's car. A lot of smoke this time. Bosch didn't have it. Yet Kevin Young also gets hold of the racetrack over there on the left side. He would urge.
ATTV, you say how fast. Look the truck run stuff back.
Those were like all the rage in the late 80s. From here in Vegas, you had to make that quick trip down to Tijuana, run across the border, grab a couple of those and bring them back. Everybody had to have them. Kevin Young and Eric Halverson. Win line goes to Halverson. 4:04, 177 miles an hour for Eric Halverson. Kevin Young was 71 on the tree. Halverson was 0.2 of a second behind him in the hit, but Halverson gets there first, 2.5 tenths, and 4:04 wins it for the Camaro out of Castle Rock.
Well, don't on the right side. Rich Schmidt. Snail from Darrow Jr. Doesn't look like he's going to make the call. Located behind the tower. Robert is all the kids Friday and Saturday. And he's looking things up there. We're in the Army, out the door, going in there. So we want that picture of that wild kids here. Burn out. Just that side by side shot of their competition here tonight. So we're back up here. This is the final one, right? That five. Some next, I think, racing.
No, we've still got a couple of those solo shots again. Just some last solos to run here as we wrap up Outlaw 10.5.
Right, so Rich Schmidt's going to be broken by runs in round number 2 now. We're going to go qualifier 4-5, 180 is run. Runners are holding in.
Kind of got it all on display out there. He's got that, you see the carburetors hanging out all on top of everything. I got nothing to hide. He's going to unzip the fly and show everybody what's out there.
Absolutely, man. I'll tell you what, there's some polishing been done on that thing.
That is a pretty setup for Nicholson. Unfortunately, a no-show in that 56 two-door. No-show here as Steve Nicholson purchased the nitrous.
The ones back home on bank shift.
That way you can hear it. Sounds good to you. I can do sound effects.
He's got the bottle pressure down to where she belongs.
You do the nitrous, I'll check the tire pressure.
All right, here we go. Mr. Governor, you have the most beautiful car in the valley. Oh, no, don't save it. Don't want to save it. Bang on that throttle a few times. They know what they're doing. So 719, that could be a number to remember for you, especially the guy that really puts that on his computer for tomorrow for lane choice. Even though we have the best lanes available ever. But I'm just saying, you never know.
You know, lane choice don't matter. Between the two lanes, it just don't matter. So we got all of our Outlaw 10.5 cars taken care of. X275.
And Waterbed Fred going to jump in here for a moment. And the X275 is going to bring it to the house. Fred?
So X275 coming out from underneath the arch. Again, round number 1. And making the swap from lanes 1 and 2 over to the radial lanes. Lanes 3 and 4, Wally Friedlander and Adam Bever. Bever, the Camaro over the right side. Got a red deer in Alberta. Number 20 qualifier rolling up here at 489. At 150 miles an hour to get that number 20 spot, and Wally Friedlander. I'll hold up here just a moment before he makes his way out of the water boxes. Adam Bever is backing up. And the X275 cars ended up with a full field, had to throw a couple of alternates in there as some of our starting cars unable to make the call here in round number 1. Wally Friedlander still sitting here in the water box, and I thought they were holding him up, waiting for Adam Bever to back up from the burnout, but Bever is back. He's getting ready to get the car staged up, and Wally Friedlander, still sitting here in the water box, has not yet attempted the burnout. And it looks like they're going to pull Friedlander's car back out of the water box, and it's a no-go for Wally. The number 13 qualifier gets it all the way up here, rolls it up, and cannot get the burnout done. Adam Bever's going to get the solo shot. He stages it up on that Pennzoil side of the racetrack. Bever makes a beeline towards the middle of the racetrack, gets those tires right on the white line. And goes 603 at 94 miles an hour. Wally Friedlander unable to make the run, and they are evaluating Adam Bever's pass down there. It looks like Bever may have gotten right up there on that white line. Again, they're going to try to make the determination whether Bever did or did not cross over that center line barrier. It's now Tony Williams and John Urist. Next to John of the Mustang out of Albuquerque, the number 2 qualifier. Rolling into X275, 441, 162 miles an hour. We got John that spot and Tony Williams. Queen Creek, Arizona, the 56 Chevrolet, the 210 sitting over the left side. Qualified down to the number 31 spot, 558. 122 miles an hour, Tony Williams. You have to look for a little bit of a miracle here. Hoping that Urist has some issues. Maybe can't get a hold of the racetrack, but Williams is rolling it up, getting it staged up, and the pre-stage bulbs lit on both sides. now just spraying out from underneath him. It is 4:36. Shows up on the scoreboard for John Urist as he crosses the finish line for the win. Oh. Tony Williams puts it back on the bumper, puts it back down on the racetrack hard. And at that point, you saw the mist, the smoke, all of it pouring out from underneath of that 56-210. John Urist gets the nod, 4:36. 165 miles an hour, and the initial call from the racetrack is that we're going to need a lot of cleanup. I mean, you saw kind of the size of the mist. The fluid, the everything. I was down there and you could see from what they're looking at.
Spit out the diaper.
We got all kinds of stuff on the racetrack. So, I'm not sure that my ears are believing what I'm hearing, but I'm going to go with it. While they are down there picking up pieces of diaper from off the racetrack, the initial call is that they're not finding any fluid. Which is perfectly okay by me. They are certainly picking up some chunks and some pieces. Tony Williams was able to fire up the car and drive it off the top end of the racetrack. And the folks up there at the safety team are saying that they have got no oil at the race car. We'll take that, that'll work. Kind of chewing up the diaper, depositing down on the racetrack. We've got the broom tractors out there. The rest of what was left. I tell you, luckily enough, never had to deal with one of those. Can't believe it. With a 7-year-old, I never had to deal with one. We dealt with some close calls, but never anything like that. That was pure luck. I'll tell you what, we actually learned some tricks from some friends and we're all prepared. Friends of ours that told us that, hey, look, the way you actually get the mattress ready is you put down the mattress pad and then a sheet. You put down another mattress pad and a sheet. So that way, if you end up there in the middle of the night having to clean it up, it's pretty much like, tear off on a NASCAR windshield. You just tear it off and boom, ready to get back down. And never heard of that? Dude, at one point, we had 3 of those layered on the mattress, pad, sheet, mattress, pad, sheet, mattress, pad, sheet. We were ready if we had to do the tear off thing. Tear the stuff off the bed, quickly get up, put it back to bed, we'll go back to sleep. But never had to exercise that. So we're going to go ahead and let him finish cleaning up down here on the racetrack. Down there with the scrapers, the torches. Yeah, with all of that stuff that came out of there. That is one of those things. I've never really seen us having to give the track a Brazilian, but lots and lots of buzz. What I thought looked like fluid mist ended up to be like fragments of fiber from the diaper. So still working a little cleanup down here. Looks like things are moving along just fine. So I'm hoping to wrap this thing up here in a moment.
Alright, this is I'm going to do a shout out for another class call. Alright, limited small tire, to the lanes. Limited small tire, to the lanes. Once again, limited small tires to the lanes.
Still cleaning up some of the cotton fiber. But it made its way onto the racing surfaces as soon as we get that done Xtreme, or X275. Looks like the tractor's headed back this way. like that idea. I don't know if it would work really well, but I do like that idea. Racing one of the fling races, and Jared Bennington came up with the idea of a track biscuit to just stop up anything that's down there. We've got like a lint roller for a racetrack attachment for the tractor. But I don't know if putting a lint roller on a sticky surface would work all that well. Which one sticks more? The track stickier or the lint roller? And even one of those FOD mats wouldn't work in this one. Well, we'll see. All right, they're parking the tractors. We got cars fired up. Daniel Rodriguez and Joey Kendall. Joey came up in that small tire, no time category, and had an incident with the fuel pump. I think it was just pouring fuel out from underneath it, and each time they fired it up and tried to get the car to start, didn't get the chance to make the run there. Kendall out of Lone Tree, Colorado, got it back into the pits, got that part figured out. As of right now, based on the fact that it's not spewing fuel, apparently we got that straightened away. I love that. And race stop. It's Nemo. It's fixed and it's back. Once again, limited small tire, limited small tire. Need you to the back of the lanes for bearings, please. Limited small tire to the back of the lanes for your bearings, please. This is the Chilliwack, British Columbia, Malibu of Daniel Rodriguez. Number 16 qualifier in the field, rolls up on the right side, 469, 151 miles an hour is what he ran at Joey Kendall. Qualified right behind him, number 17, 474. Just about spins out on the starting line. Daniel Rodriguez, 81 on the tree at 4604, 153 miles an hour. He gets the win line. Side. So Rodriguez, number 16 qualifier, moves on. Joey Kendall bows out as Ricky Daniels and David Holtgrew. Holtgrew, the 67 Nova. Out of Colorado with that patina look on it. Said it a million times. I love looking at that race car. Ricky Daniels, the 86 Mustang, 363 cubic inches worth of Ford out of Albuquerque. Rolls in here, your number 4 qualifier. 446 at 161 miles an hour for Ricky Daniels over the left side to get that number 4 spot, and David Holtgrew racing out of the number 29 spot. 553 at 126 miles an hour. Earned him that position. So again, we're looking for our Addiction Motorsports Limited Small Tire. Addiction Motorsports Limited Small Tire. Need you back to the lanes for your bearings, please. Limited Small Tire back to the lanes for your flashes. Daniels washes out of the starting line. David Holtgrew, 581 at 127 miles an hour. So Ricky Daniels brings the car to a stop right there along the wall. Mike Ginnings runs out there alongside. Got what their plan is now, push it back. Ricky Daniels' car.
Well, Ricky had a 9.01 reaction time, he better buy a 10. David could capitalize on that one. Right over. Yeah.
So you can get Artis Houston's car pushed back out of the way in the water box. Like they're going to need to do a little touch-up down there. So we'll get that taken care of, and we'll get back after it with our X275 category. So let them take care of what they need to down on the racetrack. We'll get back at it very soon.
We need to watch Artis Houston run.
That we do? Kind of looking at what we are scheduled for tomorrow morning. We'll kick things off right at about 8 a.m. Right? That's kind of what we're looking at. But we are going to start things off tomorrow morning at 7:15 a.m. A non-denominational Racers for Christ Chapel service will be available. So if you'd like to join us under the main grandstands tomorrow morning at 7:15 a.m. Again, Team RFC will be out here putting on a non-denominational chapel service for you. Then at 8 a.m., we got the eliminations continuing on with that Morrow Brothers Ford Racing Mustang Madness. Are you doing it? You're not? It says on the schedule there is. I'll double check with Mel. I'll double check with Mel. But it says right here on the website that there will be, so I'll double check and make sure. There usually is. Well, I'll have to check with Mel on that then. When the chaplain walks in and goes, wait, you said what? Better double check that. Okay. Mel's a little preoccupied down there in the starting line. We'll check that with him, but they're slated to. That's what I'm trying. He's down there. He's tail off. No, I don't know. You said it. And you're right. We use that down here too, working tail off. That's what we're saying, like politically correct way. You always say things the politically correct way. Oh. So on the Canadian side, we're always politically correct in Canada? Oh, all right, I love that. Alberta's 2 steps up from politically correct, I heard you say? Down? No way. So I do kind of want to look at this, you know. So from a West Coast side of the country things, he goes in here with a little cut down there, trying to learn a little bit more about the great neighbors to the north in Canada. I know you've got, the English-speaking Canadians, and then you've got French-speaking Canadians.
We are bilingual.
Is there really kind of like that friendly rivalry between the two? Or is it less than friendly?
Can I stop there?
Fair enough.
I'll just stop there. So, right now, we're going to Alberta, West Saskatchewan, really. There's our last federal election. There's a ton of talk about a possible split of the country, but I'm not too sure that's actually going to happen. But there's talk about a.
Really? They're just going to chisel Quebec out of the question and be like, no, you guys go do your thing.
No, Saskatchewan West.
So Saskatchewan West? Really? Okay.
That's what they're great about. I'm not too sure how they'll track that. It sounds like they're talking about it, but these people talk about it. The benefits talk about it.
Well, now we do. A moment ago we didn't, but now we do.
Yeah, it's different when you get into politics.
That ain't even worth our time.
Am I up there yet?
No. I'm watching kind of on the chat features. Eddie's race stock is coming on for a visit. And I don't know where I'm coming to a visit. From Eddie's race stock invited me up for a visit. I'll have to figure that one out. Because if they're saying like come to Canada for a visit, that's going to have to wait until like July. Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, Manitoba. Okay. I think I'd like Manitoba too. Oh, I'd certainly like Manitoba. Good fishing. Nope. Well, hang on just a second. Artist Houston and Bob Bales, because I want to get back to this thought. Bales over the right side of the racetrack, the Trans Am out of Yukon, Oklahoma. And Artist Houston straight out of Compton, 71 Nova over on the left side. End of stage done next 275. Let's get underway. Trying to get done against Bob Bales, but it's going to be Bales 457, 157 miles an hour. Right where he qualified at, gets the win light. Artist Houston also puts up a 490 where he qualified at. Now got John Thompson and Brian Brooks rolling up now. So, alright, so you're telling me that a good idea is to drag a shack out onto a frozen lake, put a heater on top of that ice, and then hope that the heater doesn't melt the ice. I don't care. I'm a desert guy. It's not thick enough. The idea of ice and like freezing cold water below it.
No, it's quite safe. All winter long.
I know they do.
9 months out.
I know they do, and I applaud them for their bravery. I saw a grumpy old man. I know what they do. Get out there and throw dead fish in each other's cars. John Thompson over to the left side, Brian Brooks on the right, the Parker, Colorado based ride. I'll do that. I will go there. Come here, folks. Here we go. Green lights are on. It was Brooks having a race car. Yep, 454, 155 miles an hour for the Colorado 93 Mustang. The number 10 qualifier advancing, John Thompson goes 45 at 150 miles an hour, and he's not gonna get there. What's up, Brittany? Glad you're still hanging in there too. Brittany Snyder is like hardcore when it comes to watching racing online. She's everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Mark Meyering out of Albuquerque, Shelby on the right side, and Jason Rollo out of Minnesota. I think they do the whole thing with dragging shacks on the frozen lakes in Minnesota.
Yeah, pretty much. Minnesota's like my local park.
They do?
As far as hockey goes, that's
That Minnesota Wild up there.
well, yeah, they got NHL team. They got NHL team here.
Well, that's true. But we don't have much ice.
St. Paul is hockey.
That's true. I would say that's How about the Shelby? Mark Meyering, the number 12 qualifier, 569, 133 miles an hour. Little white haze down there towards the finish line. Jason Rollo, 620, 136 miles an hour. And no good is Freddie Bueno and Jeff Young. I love it, Brittany. Glad to hear you're going to be racing at your local track. That's a good thing. So Jeff Young, the Idaho Falls, Idaho-based car, 85 Camaro. Number 18 qualifier in the field. And Freddie Bueno. Once again, Addiction Motorsports Limited Small Tire. Addiction Motorsports Limited Small Tire. You should be back there all paired up and ready to go, please. Bueno in the Nova. Little 383 small block under the hood, and Jeff Young with a 400 cubic inch bow tie power plant on the right side. The number 18 to 15 qualifiers side by side. Xtreme branch to tries to get back into it and could not catch Jeff Young. Young was 76 on the tree and 465 down the racetrack at 155 miles an hour. Bueno, 300ths behind in reaction time. It was 571 as you saw the flash of the pipes in Bueno's Nova. As he matched the gas, had to get out of it and get back into it. Bueno tried to save it, but Jeff Young was long gone. There's Dan DeGata and Armin Magdessian. Magdessian, 57 Chevy out of California right side. Dan DeGata from Pomona, California. Hanging out down there last weekend. Watching some great drama unfold in the final race of the year.
You get slapped in the face, did you?
No, but I was about 10 feet away from it.
Ah.
I was front and center to watch the fight, shall we say, unfold.
I'm a hockey player and I don't want to fight.
No, it wasn't. I'm just saying in that aspect. Yeah, that is one of those
hockey
deals.
players don't push and turn away. It's not real ones.
Yeah, it was quite a little show out there from the top end of the racetrack for something that doesn't happen like that. I mean, you're right. We didn't have guys shoving each other into the boards or into the balloons up there at the top end of the racetrack when they got out of the cars, but that was certainly a first for me to see something like that go down. Not the first time it's happened, but a first for me to be witnessing it firsthand, like from about 10 feet back. Wow, Dan DeGata. We're talking about maybe there not being a whole lot of grip out there on the left lane. No. DeGata got a hold of that, put that Mustang back on the bumper. 588, 121 miles an hour, but not going to get the win like his armor just checked out and gone. 452, 155, but that was wild.
Drag on the back one. Slowing down.
Friction. Yeah, if you don't quite get those rear tires, especially if you put on the bumper as hard as DeGata did, I wouldn't be surprised if both those rear tires lost traction with the racetrack for a moment. It's Richard Shelley and Anthony Manna coming up now. And hanging out on the microphone with us, Keith Peterson, part of the West Coast Pro Mod Association, down here this weekend, fulfilling a couple of capacities.
You know, I love doing the Pro Mod thing. That's where I live. That's what I do. This small tire thing, this is fun. This is so cool.
It is fun to watch the small tire cars get hooked up. Richard Shelley in a Glendale, Arizona, 81 body Capri. It's been as quick as 545, and Anthony Manna in the 98 Camaro out of Elk Grove, Illinois. Coming all the way in from the Midwest part of the country. Qualified up in the number 5 spot, 447, 158 miles an hour. Hey, Open Comp, MMR Open Comp. MMR Open Comp needs you to the staging lanes. You just heard a little word on the radio that sounds like we got a leaker. Richard Shelley's getting shut off on the starting line. Anthony Manna's going to get the solo shot as the Capri gets pushed back. Oh. So Manna bumps it into the beams. And on the solo run, twisting the chassis a little bit, getting that driver's side front tire off the ground, 449. 158 miles an hour for Manna. A little quick mop up here behind the car of Richard Shelley. So once again, MMR Open Comp. MMR Open Comp. Need you back to the staging lanes, please. MMR Open Comp to the staging lanes. Get you paired up for round number 1. Sounds like we got all of our limited small tire cars back. They're going to be out next. So you don't get a lot of small tire stuff up there?
Well, we get some small tire stuff, but we don't get it like this. We don't have the 4 lanes, right? So you got to try to get that happy medium between the slick prep, and then you got to try to transfer over to the radial prep, and then you got to go back to slick prep. So you can never really get the kind of prep you're seeing over in those lanes. What is it, 3 and 4 here? Is that what you call them?
That it is, 3 and 4.
Lanes 3 and 4. 4 over on that side of the racetrack. You don't quite get that prep where we are. Mission Raceway, we've got Kurt Johnson come up and do what we call Door Wars. Mission Raceway, he comes up and preps for us there. Does an amazing job getting that track ready for us. Just the way this radial track is, you can't quite get that up in Mission because you got to go back and forth with slick prep, radial prep. And he does an amazing job, but it's still nothing like what we're seeing here this weekend here at Vegas.
Yeah, it was actually last year was the first time we really got to kind of exercise that opportunity, prepping 2 lanes differently than the other 2, and it worked out really, really well. And I'll tell you what, you know, we run a big bracket race here over Thanksgiving weekend that we did last year, just the same as we're going to do this year. So again, we'll be back at it, racing on Wednesday. Got a couple of big money days coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And when we rolled out here, Thanksgiving weekend, a week after we had run cars down those 2 lanes, we decided to go out for a little photo opportunity on lanes 3 and 4. Now we were running on 1 and 2 for the Thanksgiving race. But on like Saturday night, we went out and did a photo opportunity over lanes 3 and 4. Those lanes were still so sticky that they were ripping people's shoes off and hadn't done any prep on those things. That's how they prep them. Leftover from Street Car Super Nationals 14. And 7 days later, you could walk out on those 2 lanes and still rip your shoes off. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't get that kind of prep up our we've got some pretty hot, you see them, cars come down here, they're all running, testing, all year long, up in the Northwest, on the best prep we can possibly give them, and they come down here, and they're all up on the back bumper and bouncing the front ends off the ground because Kurt Johnson's out here giving them the best prep they've ever had.
Kurt Johnson is a prep master.
The rest of the Las Vegas Speedway crew out here is just this is my first time here, and it's probably one of the best I've ever seen. So it's quite good.
We do have a pretty good crew out here, and they do a great job. Again, you can see some of the long hours that they work, and they'll be back at it tomorrow morning bright and early. So certainly appreciate the compliment on behalf of the crew. It's nice to hear that. I know that they put a lot of heart and soul into what they do out here. They want the racers to have a good experience when they're here, and that is one of those things that we want our racetrack to be a little bit of a show place, and we're happy when we get the opportunity to kind of put it on the national stage.
Yeah, it's saying that. Last week in June, Kurt Johnson's coming up to British Columbia, Door Wars 8, I believe it is.
Nice.
And yeah, we're going to be running that last weekend in June. It's quite a race. Everyone's come up and take some of that color from us.
I like that.
We'd be happy to give it
I like that.
Some Californians if you guys want to make the trek out here. I mean, look how it's good down here.
We do have quite the color variety. How are the grandstands up there, by the way? Great grandstands?
Not quite like this place.
No, understood. But I'm just saying, I've never really taken the opportunity to get to Canada. I might as well take the time, get my passport hot and ready to go, and catch a weekend up there in June.
It's a fun race.
Was able to outrun it and get out ahead of Dana because he saw everything side by side, seeing what happened.
Yeah, Dana Westover comes off the starting line. You see the back tires there on the track. The front tires are up. When he comes down, gets over and nicks the wall on the right side of the racetrack, comes back across and puts the nose of the car into the left side wall of the racetrack. Dana Westover down there, our safety team, is already on site, and we are going to wait. We can see that our safety team has got to get down there and get into action very, very quickly for those of you that are watching along. Got some fire down there on the racetrack, and the safety team is getting after it.
That was a good driving on John Wright's part. He had he tackled the brakes.
So the word that we wanted to hear, Dana Westover is out of the car. He is talking to the safety team out there. You can see from the camera angle up here on bank shift that Dana Westover out of the car over against the wall, which is what we needed to hear. Unfortunately, we've got another race car that is much, much worse for the wear. Is again Dana Westover leaving the starting line. Had the tires up in the front, brought him back down, and about the time he brought him back down, that car moved over towards the wall, made contact with the right side wall, came back across the racetrack, made contact with the left side wall. You can see where it has come to a stop facing this direction. You can see there was a little fire there. The safety team got out there, got the fire extinguished, and they are now up against the wall conversing with Dana Westover. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get things cleaned up down there on the racetrack one more time, and we'll let our safety safari team, our fire and safety team here at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway do what they need to do once again. So with cleanup underway here, we've pretty much read through all of the ads, talked about all of the sponsors, talked about everything that's going on here. Again, we're looking to final eliminations tomorrow, bring everybody back for their second round of eliminations. But we're going to let our safety team do what they need to do. Chad, I'm sure you can hear us down there, and we're going to go ahead and put on a little music while the safety team does what they need to do to get things cleaned up down on the racetrack.
Unlimited Products, electronics to the lanes, please. Here's Minnesota. All in the back. Awesome 84 Chevrolet Camaro. Looks like a super stalker. 920. Can you run the number? 1129 for Hardline. How about a 938.9 and a 920 Sato closest to the index? And the number he put up. Goes too quick, 10:58 and a 42. Morgan, thanks for tomorrow's action. Comes the She-Devil.
Okay, folks, so I know you're probably confused, but here's what's happening. We are calling all of the radial classes for the night and not running any more radial classes or triple index tonight because it's just going to be too cold now that we've had all these delays. So those are going to start up again tomorrow. Tonight we are finishing open comp as scheduled and electronics, and then we are done for the night. So that is what is going down.
How about that? 9:45 on a 45. 10 on with a 4 is how they say it in that world of bracket racing. 132 miles per hour. Oh gosh. Constantine Pappas. And if you ask Constantine Pappas, I bet the name is Papakos Constantinos. I bet you that's the long name when they came here to New York. Or from Canada. Chicanes to those families down there. Constantine. Pyramid, Utah, 64 Chevrolet Chevelle, flat grill. How about a 942, 944? They both slow way down. Closest to 27 is a 42 with a 9. The whole shot and everything, man. I'm telling you, it's late at night here. You know, everybody's off a little bit, right?
Yeah. Except you. You're on video.
Oh gosh, you gotta love this waterbed Fred. He's a good friend of mine. We go way back to when we had green relish on our Vienna hot dogs. Michael Valentino, Lancaster, California. It's okay, 2000 Ford Mustang. And the right side, it's Patty, Mad Money, Answer. Answer, excuse me. How much Mad Money did Mad Money Answer have? All night long. You bring it all night long. 11. Sorry if I'm cracking you up a little bit there. I'm just having fun. It's called Slap Down. How about this in the right side? It's Thomas Dykeman out of West Jordan, Utah. Who do you have, Al? Oh, it's got Kelly. Oregon Valley, Arizona. Kelly stuff's there. She can drive that 63 Falcon. Look at that thing. That is a run. 11:38, 10th off 11:29. Going too quick for Dykeman. 9:08 and a 9:12. Finds yourself wondering about a buyback in the morning, right? And at the right side, Raymond Kinney. Used to wear those shoes when I was a kid. Kinney's, remember? Shoes, North Brown. Tennis shoes. Are on for some apparent reason. Maybe someone slowed down and get off the track. I'll have to put on my supervision eyes and look down there. All right, good news. Oh, look at the matchup of the Chevrolet Nova and the Roadrunner. That is going to be a good one. That will be a good one. Two Vegas sitting up there, one a wagon, then the conventional Vega. This is cool. This brings you right back to 1981 in drag racing, doesn't it? Right?
Full chassis, full frame to begin with.
On the Vega. Yep. I'd like to see that security guard in the new Tony and Ian jacket down there, walking around. Looks good. You go, Kelly.
Good job.
Kelly, you got the prettiest car, man. I mean it. The car's beautiful. So we've seen the fluff factor 3 times here this weekend. Once at Buick Grand National, spit out a little fluffy stuff. Then the Swinger Dodge Dart flipped out some of those cotton balls, and then today, the Cotton Ball Express. It's been the fluffy nationals for some. So we'll get this attended to, and we will get right back to some more 1981 bracket racing. right, so the Chevrolet Vega is going to get another shot at the puddle. Here we go. That's going to be Mike Shaw out of Lehigh, Utah. 74 Chevrolet Vega and the 74 Chevrolet Vega wagon with a 383 Summit motor under the hood. John Kindred out of Fort Hill, California will be on the right side. Scrubbed it all off there when the car made that hard move to the right, man. Lost all that ET out of it. There, hey, absolutely. There you go, man. Scientific. Here's the Roadrunner. West Point, Utah. Don Daldowski. Darren Burke over there in the Chevrolet Nomads. Double push, 10-16-3 on a 10-17, 23-7 on a 27, quick for the Roadrunner. Should hold a few feathers out. Could be Greg Shield right there. Pocatello, is that Idaho? Pocatello. 67 Cougar. Mushroom State. John Gwynn, his 02 Chevrolet Camaro, says I'll go 10.06. Is the handicap of the show. 67. It takes the win, 10.55.5 on a 10.55. The bracket voice of many of the best, it would be. He goes right on 10.55 with a 5. So Quinn goes 10.07.4 and 136. Here's the next two cars on the starting line. Brad Monroe out of Roy, Utah. 85 T-Bird. Good looking paint job. 911. That's an emergency ET. How about the left one? .1 and a 911 going to come back tomorrow from Monroe. Wilson, I think he's made all kind of dancing and moving and grooving. You never know. Here's Buzz Nielsen, Rexburg, Idaho, with a 67 Chevrolet Camaro. On the right side, you've got David Trammell. Strike. Oh, look at that. When another guy dialed 911, this guy made the call of 9111. 133 miles per hour, 10.09 on an 03. 6 off the number. Trammell, Casa Grande, Arizona. His little Chevy small block will head back to the about that buy-in for tomorrow. How about the next two? Pete Anderson. Where's he from? Hollis, Washington. Look at that, right on, 940 with a 0. Warner gets drilled with a 002 to a 100 on the tree. Took a perfect package and won't be on the beach in a Speedo tomorrow. Go ahead, my friend.
58 on the 56 for the win. I'm glad that's great.
That's a rabbit's foot if you look at the numbers and do the math. I really didn't know. I'm going to tell you what. That car in the left lane was just thousands of seconds to get perfect. So when you say that, what was it on the top end? What was it on the top end? There's a difference, man. Visit there, I'll tell you that for sure. 2000 Chevrolet Camaro 858 with a 2. Do they make hand baskets? Really? Hey! All right! Mr. Hershey! Helena making hand baskets there. Oh, that was good. I'm telling you, that was fun. Come on, that was a good one, man. We got Street's Tire Tanker. Washington, the 64 Falcon will be in the right lane. He's going 1155, 1874. Is that the kid that the Corsica? That kid that where he gets 18.8 miles per gallon. The Corsica. Which one? I was going to say, that's either... Gosh, yeah, don't take any fresh fruit. Buying the apples right there. Here's Peter. Terco. Simi Valley, California. 67. It's not a 67, no, but he must have already ran. Sorry, hit the button. I love it, man. Darren Taylor, Rigby, Idaho. Leaving a 76 Chevrolet over. There you go. On the left side's Brent Calvert. Up 889 and an 84, runs there within 5 or 4.3 of the number, and look at that, a perfect trip zip reaction time for Darren Taylor. Still got whooped up on being like a 10th off the number. Jesse D'Amato, Shingle Springs, California, the 1970 Chevrolet Nova. In the left lane, here's Joe Bennett. Joe Hills from Castro Grande, Arizona. It's got a beautiful 1970 Nova headed from the factory back in 1970. Has the number matching bench sheet. Wouldn't drop down the center. Through that 1042 quick with the red light. Got himself a gift right there. So the next two coming to the starting line is going to be Tim Sizemore out of Tucson, Arizona. Sitting down there, 01 Chevrolet Camaro. Had the chance to meet the Strange family. Strange. Sorry, is what I see in the racing at Merrill. Stephanie, the wife of Bobby Clay Strange.
Robert Bingham taking the win. That's 73 on the 61. Cypher had a 46 on road 9. He qualified another half second there. Reaction time for pretty stellar. 266, 268, almost identical.
So John and Ontario. So down there at 11:09, 107 miles per hour out of 1091. Jason Biscay did not make it. Remember, they were up here looking for parts. Sad day for him and his 87 Mustang. Yeah, converter. Is this E4 converter? Too bad. Young guy didn't get his chance right there. It's Greg Scott. Going up 1069 and a 59 for Greg Scott. Here comes Jay Schmidt. Smith Center, Kansas. 2016 Cobra Jet 302 cubic inch Ford. Sitting in the right lane. You ready to dump the clutch? Here we go. Las Vegas, the 79 Malibu, ran out of gas. 866.3, 147 miles per hour on an 860 performance prediction. That brings up our next vehicle. One white tail light Katie Webb will be in the right side out of Phoenix, Arizona. She says my 86 on a single pass here would take Donnie Bowles and put him on the trailer. Well, she's done that already. 1329 on a single by run, and a broken by. Donnie Bowles not making the call, and I know Donnie Bowles won that trophy he's called here once, remember? Won that and there's Katie Webb's run of 1260, runs under on the 1329 by a week and a half. 102 miles per hour. She might want to get the flux capacitor checked out on the car. Take some energy out of it. Didn't get caught in the web. Here's Ryan Edwards out of Chandler, Arizona, the 1970 model Chevrolet. Jesse Collier not making the call out of San Diego, California. So Ryan Edwards, 1129, will advance. Got the broken body and the instant win by leaving the tree. Here is your right lane of Kevin Stokesbury. Alta Loma, California, 71 Chevrolet Chevelle, 640, count them, 640 cubic inches under the hood. Back with the count after this commercial. Hubbard, not in the lanes. Carroll probably fell asleep. 2019 Mustang. And more of Stokesbury, and count them up there, 640. We're almost there. You'll probably be about close by the time you get your stage. Almost almost to that 640 cubic inch big block count. He goes into the top line. Oh, single pass, 958 down there, Stokesbury. Runs down, come on, 974, 129. Here comes the pickup truck. Look at that thing, tubbed out. I'd name that thing the Rump Runner, would you? Chevy's going to be first with Greg Summers. Of Gooding, Idaho, the 55 Bel Air posted. Yeah, too quick. By a 10th, 880 and an 892, 146. Pickup truck rolls up now, and it's Harry J. Cole. Thing I got for Christmas many years ago. 77 Chevy, sitting here, 496. Jimmy gets big block. And Harry J, how about that? 1202 and a 1201. Showing off right there at 107 miles per hour, all by yourself. Here's Paul Quinette. Paul Quinette right there, Maple Valley, Washington, 1970, Chevrolet Nova. Rolling up, Doug Reed, 1985. Down there, put it in. Look at that, 947 out of 47 with a 4. That is a guy that is on a mission right there. 130 miles per hour. We'll see him in the morning. That leads us into a new category, a brand new announcer to bring you the action. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of the strip, the man that owns the office, the guy that brought in 3 Pop-Tarts for 18 people. Here he is, Mr. Nate Hershey.
You know I don't respond well under pressure, huh? All that big buildup and it just doesn't work for me. Almost there. 538. I lost count, had to start over. 9, 10.
Here's a good call for you. This is electronics, right?
It is. Electronics, dial your own type category. 884, the number that was selected for the 71 Barracuda. Out of Willard, Utah, Terry Nelson over the left side, and David Thompson of McMinnville, Oregon-based 67 Chevelle. Dialed in at 961. Head start, going to go to the right side of the racetrack. Here at the Electronics. Terry Nelson trying to play over catch up. Thompson's in control of this one, and Nelson is needs help. Doesn't get it. David Thompson, 13 thousandths of a second behind the green light, goes 970 to 961. Second, Terry Nelson had a 140 roll, but that was pretty much the end of that one. Mr. Hall and Keith Winners going to be up next. Winners from right here in Las Vegas. The fullest chassis, 632 cubic inches. Dialed in at 714, and Kirk Hall out of Washington. The 66 shoebox Chevrolet, 540 cubic inches, dialed in at 933 shoebox. Gonna get the head start. Keith Winners first one into the bowls, and here goes Kirk Hall. 2 stops. Keith Winners pulls it out. 721 on a 714, gets the win light. He was 13 green. Kirk Hall had 4 thousandths in the bank with a 009 reaction time. Took too much from the stripe, got there first, 82 thousandths of a second, and breaks out. Needed to take 77 thou or less to get the win light, as he goes 932 on a 933. Kirk bows out, Keith moves on. That brings up the next 2. Josh Jones and Jeff Poole. We were looking for a Poole last year. Actually 4 years ago. Whatever it is. Couldn't find one. The Linwood, Washington base 70 Nova, dialed in at 877 on the right side, and Josh Jones, the Beretta, 826 down. Turn gathers it back That's a winner. 79 on the tree for Josh Jones. Jeff Poole was 037. Made a hard right turn in the start. Jeff Poole ends up on a 914 on 910 on the loss. Harvey Hawker. The Hawker family. One of the Robert Fudgios down here.
Really?
Yes.
Here's proof.
The Fudgios. Keeping me happy all day long. 906 is the dial in for Harvey over the left on the right side. Jeff Jones from La Crescencia, California. 72 though. Jeff, of course, putting a big thank you out there. To Lucas Oil. The other Hawker, Murray, out of Medicine Hat, now in Florida. Hawkers have been down here for a while. And Murray rolled in here with a bag of Fudgios, but hey, let's see you guys again. No, it's awesome. 773 to dial in on the right side. Trevor Hayes, out of Alta Loma, California, the 74 Camaro. 966 dial in left side, Trevor. Taking an extra second before he gets that three-stage full blip. As he rolls in, the final category of the evening. Here on a Saturday in the Street Car Super Nationals 15, the Ultimate Products Electronics class. On the side of Trevor's Camaro finish line. 773, he dumped at the finish line. Trevor Hayes took too much strike. Got a little bit of that. 965 or 966. Trevor Hayes under 7 thousandths of a second and out. Murray Hawker was 24 on the tree. And 2/10 off the dial getting the win line. As now Neil Pressimoni and Mike Rock. Rock in the traffic cone. Looks like running for sheriff up there in Tampa, Idaho. Big game to car the traffic though. He loved it and stuff with it. That orange dragster on the right side. Into a lane down 762. But Neil Pressimoni, the dragster from here in Las Vegas, down at 866. I think at one point, I didn't see it went by, but I think at one point Mike Rock had stickers on the side of the race car that said Mike Rock for sheriff. Going to go to Mike Rock, 761 to 762. He's under 10,000. Pressimoni is under 58,000. As he goes 860 on an 866. Mike Rock gets the win. They were separated by one little one at this end of the racetrack. Pressimoni was 23 on the tree. Mike Rock was 22 on the tree. That's going to bring up Greg Sabatino, 63 pickup out of Meridian, Idaho. 1037 up the scoreboard for Greg, and Mike Lucas dialed it at 760. In the Camaro out of Fort St. John, British Columbia. Lucas is getting out of the throttle. The pickup truck breaks out. 1024 to 1037. Greg Sabatino is down there a mile, and Mike Lucas watches his scoreboard light up. Lucas was 005 on the tree. The car turned towards the Christmas tree. He gets out of the throttle, is coasting through, I'm sure watching his opportunity at the trophy evaporate until Sabatino goes 1024 to 1037 and Mike Lucas's scoreboard lights up. Pete Lucas headed back into the pit to get ready for tomorrow. As Brian Ritchie and Terry Langdon Davies. Figaro, British Columbia. Down at 804 finish line. 807 is the winner for Brian Ritchie. How the heck would you say that, Port? gets the win light. Terry Langdon Davies breaks out 8:44 and 8:46. Langdon was late at this end of the racetrack. Brian Ritchie gets the win light. And now Greg Hicks and Dick Krieger. A couple of local runners from here at the strip. Nick over the right side out of Pahrump, Nevada, dialed in at 8:60. And Greg Hicks dialed in at 7:45. Hollywood in the dragster on the left side. Down to the end of it on a Saturday night. All right, maybe it's Sunday now. Sunday night. It is Sunday. All right, never mind. Saturday night. Dawson is in control of this one, scooting around just a little bit. 7:33 on a 7:26 for Dawson. 10 on the tree to Joey's 1:12 reaction time. So Jason Dawson had a 10th of his pocket in this end of the racetrack. Takes the strike by 35 thou to get the win line as Michael Sherwovassier. I don't know. Out of Spidell, Saskatchewan, Canada. Maybe it's Michael Sherwovassier. Johnny. Oh, John Alito, win line 993 and 991. Wilson, North Dakota, 70 body Barrett gets the win line. 67 for Maryland, 34 on 57. That's KJ. That's KJ. Hanging out right up there. Which car? There. Dragster on the right side of the racetrack.
You saw his jacket, like championship stuff.
Well, actually, no. His dad is Yogi. KJ standing down next to the car. Yogi's in the car. Now the cars go back together. This car had a nasty run at the top end of the racetrack. Basically, just aimed in front of the car. Yogi. Look at it, but once you walk away from it back there, it was fine. Got the car put back together, he's sitting on the right side of the racetrack, Ray Holman. He altered over the left side, 6:45 to dial in for Holman. Down at 760, the dragster here in Birch, down at 1013. I don't know if it's a Surrey. I think it's a city. Yeah, got the wind lane. Who's our next two?
Send a little love out to Jason Bowers, sitting here home waiting to build his surgery for making this year. His wife is here. We'll talk about her tomorrow.
Awesome.
But thanks, Jason, for the love over the Facebook Messenger, and we'll take care of that tomorrow. Right now, Dodge Daytona, right? It sure is.
Yes, it
It's
is.
the second one I've seen here today. The other one blew up in the lights.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
This one here is one of the newer body Dodge Daytonas. So Dave Dean coming up here out of Lukenbach, Texas.
Where did he sit?
Down there, you can saw the whole thing as window. Left driver's side, 972, 127. Lukenbach, Texas car will come back tomorrow for more action. That brings up our next two to the starting line. Jeremy Wilson out of Grand Junction, Colorado, for the 2018 American Dragster. Will be there in the right lane. Performance prediction says 7.18. How about the left side?
Left side, we got Dennis Sato in the 84 Camaro, Westminster, California. Sato's looking for a 9:24 dial-in down to our final pair of the night, and we'll wrap things up with the lead. Mark even. We'll finish off Ultimate Products Electronics. Sato's in the second. Jeremy Wilson's there. The center line. Sato gets down there, grabs the brakes, goes 9:31 on 9:24. Jeremy Wilson at a 007 reaction time, and then moved left. Mark, 519 miles an hour, and that is the last car down the track here tonight. So that is going to wrap things up for us here at Street Car Super Nationals 15 on a Saturday. Again, the president.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy too. I've seen him around.
All right, man. Thanks, Chad.
It's awesome. That is a walking knowledge of racing, cars, classes, you name it. Well deserved to be up in the birdcage. All right, on behalf of all these guys, thanks for having me. I'll see you in the morning. God, it's been awesome. We've had some good food. We've had, and the guy, what do you call it? Tri-tip with the macaroni and cheese. That had to be one of the best announcer meals I've ever had.
That was delicious. So again, on behalf